Do you really think I'm afraid of you?
Gengar.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Pokedex video. Today we are going to be talking about Gengar, the little dancing man. We look at our Super Deluxe Essential Handbook. There's not a lot of facts in here, but it can be it's a shadow Pokemon, type Ghost and Poison. It says right here, the sudden onset of an unexplained chill might mean a Gengar is coming towards you. I always thought it was because somebody is stepping on my grave. I guess it's because a Gengar's after me. So as we can see, Gengar is a purple color Pokemon, and he walks on his 2 feet. What's interesting is if you look closely in the animes, or if you look closely, say, at this card right here, he's only got 3 toes. Something that's interesting about Gengar is it has the ability to hide in shadows, so it can disguise itself as your shadow. One thing about the Gengar is that it likes to play practical jokes, generally just on people. So what it'll do is it'll hide in their shadow and wait for them to notice it in the shadow. It'll relish in the whoever it is that gets spooked by him in their shadow. Something else pretty interesting is Gengar would be good in your computer on top of your CPU because he acts as a heat sink, and being around it can cool the temperatures by up to 10 degrees Fahrenheit, 5 degrees Celsius. In the anime, we see that Gengar can fly and possess people and other Pokemon. You can look at this one in the Poketoon episode called I Turned Into a Gengar. Like we said earlier, Gengar's a bit of a practical joker, but sometimes this can take a bit of a darker turn, and it can actually, become malicious. And in that malice, it could behave erratically. I remember playing the Pokemon Red and Blue as a kid and always wanting to catch a Gengar, but I remember you could never catch a Gengar, and even at that you could barely ever find one in the wild. It was kind of crazy. The Gengar in the anime and the lore can be found in caves and other places where shadows form, especially in cities and in the alleys of those cities. So he could be snuck up on at any time by the Gengar. Gengar also has another form it can evolve into called Mega Gengar, where a portion of him sinks into the ground itself, and it reaches out, so it's kind of like half sticking out of the ground and then reaches out from there. In this form, a third eye appears on its forehead, but the thing about that eye is it never blinks. It does, though, in fact, allow the Gengar to see into other dimensions. There's obviously another form of the Gengar. It's the Gigantomax Gengar. It acts a lot like the Mega Gengar, where it sinks into the ground. We saw this in the Fusion Strike alt art, where it's like you only see half his body sticking out of the ground, and then him just sucking in everything around him into the soulless wormhole that is the Gengar. Something really interesting is the Gigantomax Gengar's mouth does not lead into its body, or so the rumors say. There's a cursed energy that instead will lead you into the afterlife. It'll set up a trap and steal the lives of all those captured. If you stand near the Gigantomax Gengar's mouth, it's said that you can hear the voices of your loved ones calling out to you. There's also another form of the Gengar, which is the Shiny Gengar. What's interesting about this is that he loses his purple color and is a gray color, but his eyes stay the red, and he still has that malicious smile. We first see Gengar in Best Friend, Worst Nightmare, and the Gengar was causing some trouble in the Cerise Laboratory. In Tower of Terror, Ash, he encounters a Gengar in Lavender Town, and in this, Ash got to spend some time with the haunting trio of Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar. The Gengar and Haunter actually did some Japanese stand-up, but they unsuccessfully attempted to make Ash laugh by acting like a pair of performers that they've seen in a slapstick kind of way. Interestingly enough, In the episode Pokemon I Choose You, Gengar battled a Nidorino in the Coliseum, but on TV in the show. With that, Gengar and Nidorino were the very first Pokemon to be seen in the anime, not including the ones you see in the intro. In the episode Hello Pomelo and Enter the Dragonite, Drake, my favorite Canadian Pokemon, used Gengar in its battle with Ash. Wait, what was that? You said, oh, not that Drake? It's a different Drake? How weird. Oh, this is the Drake. Okay. That makes more sense. So in this episode, Drake's Gengar used Confuse on Tauros. Ash recalled it and then sent out the Lapras. They both sent out an attack, Gengar with Nightshade, Lapras with Ice Beam, and as a result, both Lapras and Gengar fainted. There are a lot of interesting facts about Gengar. The best place to look these up is the same place I find a lot of these facts, which is bulbapedia.net. On bulbapedia.net, you can look up any of the Pokemon you would like and learn some interesting backstory to them between the anime, the manga, the video games, including Pokemon Go. Speaking of the manga, I always like to bring up the pictures that were drawn of these Pokemon in the manga. So here are a couple on the screen right now. I particularly like the dark form and look of the Gengar, Gigantamax. Some of my favorite cards of Gengar, as you can see here. Are on the table. This one is hands down my favorite one, but it might be because the Mimikyu is in it as well. The texture is really neat as well. I would like to thank you guys all for watching these quick little Pokedex videos. We're having fun making them, and there'll be more to come. Let me know in the comments below what Pokemon you would like to see featured on one of the upcoming Pokedex videos. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you later. And don't think I forgot the bonus pack opening at the end of the Pokedex video. Let's not bump the camera. And an angry tree.